today's the week of taper, or rather today the portion of the week of taper. I'm not supposed to be squatting for a full week until Monday, but I'm just doing a little lunges here just to stretch his legs out. Just kind of making sure they're kind of primed, not really loading any weights on them. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do during tapers. Some people recommend that you do lightweight. Some people recommend you do nothing at all. I just want to stretch out my muscles, and I feel like lunges work for me pretty good. Also, I got to wear my sleeveless today, which was the first time in a long time since I don't have to wear, or I don't have to hold on to the squat bar. One thing I do realize that I don't want to say suffered from the Smolov program is it's kind of a setback. Is my progression on bench is not as I like. I mean, honestly, as long as I didn't lose strength on bench, I guess I'd be happy. But like today was I believe 210 for 3 on bench. I didn't even squat today. Ended up getting 3 and then 2 help from Stacy here. But this is I might have to revamp my bench program. Smolov does come into a 3 times a week during the 10 cycle, so I'm thinking of kind of making bench a higher frequency, kind of flipping things around. Maybe I'll do the slingshot work after my heavy bench days so I can have more time to recover between my heavy days. And I did go for 2 sets today. I thought I would do a lot better on the second set, but that wasn't the case. My butt actually lifted the bench, I think. I don't think it did. Maybe it was how the pants looked. But I mean, this all goes down to what I was talking about before, constant progression, especially the, not only the sport of bodybuilding or powerlifting or Olympic lifting, but with anything, you always want to make progression. You always want to make sure that longevity is there. Just take care of, I mean, in terms of powerlifting and such, just taking care of your body. I did risk quite a bit with the shoulders all this week. It'll be focused on some mobility work, trying to get those shoulders back in line, trying to stretch them out. And one of the key factors of powerlifting or Olympic lifting, either of those sports, you want to do minimum amount of work for the maximum amount of effort. Whether you're doing the lift itself or you're programming or such, you always want to progress, so you don't want to do too much. I mean, I'm not saying it's overtraining. There's a different concept of overtraining, but you just want to do enough so that you get the results you want. That being said, things like mobility work, things like trying to figure out how much volume I'm doing, how much frequency I'm doing, that's still in the works. Obviously for me, especially for squat, frequency is a key for my development. I've known that prior, but I tried to do something else like 531. Turned out it didn't work well for me. So I'm gonna have to, once I get off Smolov, I'm gonna have to make sure I incorporate frequency. And since my body is adapting, I don't want to lose too much of that adaptation. So involve that frequency of squats, and then I'm gonna try to increase the frequency of bench. At the same time, increase the frequency of maybe deadlifts. Now, if I'm doing a lot of squats, I can kind of offset that with a less deadlift. A lot of it is carryover. So trying to find that balance is a key. I mean, that's the thing. There's no perfect program for anyone. There's a good base program. There's good base philosophy that people can follow. but I mean everything's unique. One thing I was reading again was something about low carb diets today, and I mean the for people who don't, for performance wise, the basics is you need carbs if you want some energy. Carbs are usually better for immediate energy source. We know that, but if you can't control the amount of carbs you're eating, and if you favor the food, of fatty and protein, then that obviously works better for that particular person. So as a I don't want to call myself an athlete, but a person who trains in the sport of powerlifting, and nutrition is a factor. I mean, not as big of a factor as bodybuilding. So for me, I enjoy both carbs and fat, but I've implemented the concept of reverse dieting. Right now, this morning I weighed in at 195. That's 3 pounds lighter than 198 that it was on Monday. I did cut back on a few calories just because I'm not squatting, but I gotta just make sure that's all balanced out. And I'm probably actually gonna still reverse diet until the whole Smolov program is over. That being said, like all the other videos I've been repeating, longevity is important. So as long as you're making constant progress. Getting a phone call here, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. But always remember, you can never drink too much beer. You can only drink too much.